Well, they have been in the insurance business for more than 20 years, locally owned, serving 10 counties in our area. Douthat Insurance has been and continues to be there for those in need. And joining me this morning with more is Margaret Douthat, who's been meeting with her clients and learning sort of a new way of life. Margaret, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it very much.
Well, certainly, first of all, just kind of bring us up to speed on what you guys are doing to meet with your customers and your clients during this difficult time.
Yes, and it is a strange and new territory, isn't it? So the ways that we've been able to navigate and maneuver through this is, one, by phone. And we're here for our current clients. We want to make sure that people know that. We are open, able to take the phone calls for questions or concerns, just like we always have been. But for people that need some face-to-face interaction, we're able to do that through virtual manners. There's all types of programs out there now. There's Skype, there's Zoom, there's lots of ways to speak virtually. Some people aren't comfortable with that, but still we can do phone conferences and essentials. We have met with some individuals face-to-face, but we are trying very hard to be as compliant as possible, with all of our needs met in the best possible way to protect everyone. So we're very, aware of that and trying to do the best we can to just make sure everybody's safe. We still have birthdays, and people are still turning Medicare eligible, and they still need insurance even in the midst of this. So we're just doing the best we can to meet each person's specific individual needs.
Yeah, and it seems like everybody's awareness right now is heightened. People are a little nervous and anxious about really every different aspect of their life, and certainly that's the case when it comes to insurance as well. You mentioned Medicare enrollment, and that's one of those things. People need that information, and you guys are still there to sort of help them through that process.
Yes, and we have clients that are just now going into the Medicare program by turning 65, or maybe they've been working and so now they're going to retire, and so trying to navigate how to get enrolled in Medicare Part A and Part B, which we don't do for them, but we can help kind of navigate them as to what to do, because our Social Security offices are also closed. So where someone might normally go into the office, they're having to also learn new ways to navigate that as well. And so we're doing our very best to help those individuals with that process also.
And you guys have been in business for so long, and a lot of these people have been with you year after year, so you have those relationships. You're kind of that first line for someone to go to when they're in need.
Yes, yes, and we take a lot of pride in just being able to help people settle their minds at ease a little bit. People still get bills in the mail. They still have questions about the way their policy is processing something or not processing something, or what benefits they have that they didn't realize, because there's a lot of great plans out there today that have some extra benefits like dental and hearing. So we're always here to answer those questions, even in spite of some of these little nuances that we're struggling through.
And speaking of that, we're also seeing, unfortunately, people taking advantage of the system. We know a lot of scams. People really need to be on their toes.
Oh my goodness, it's incredible the number of people who have called in with so many various new scams. So, there's obviously, and I know it's been well publicized through the media, such as yourself as well, but just the scams about the checks that are coming out and stuff. But for insurance carriers, there have been several people getting phone calls with individuals trying to convince them that they are either an insurance carrier or Medicare or Social Security, and trying to get people to make changes or just throw in some fear about what's happening to them. And I just really try to stress to our clients, if you do answer the phone from an unknown number, then, if they begin talking to you about something that they're wanting information, or they're talking about your insurance, and you really don't know that this is a true situation, a true phone call, I recommend telling them, that maybe they have someone else that takes care of this on a normal basis for them, a son, a daughter, a grandchild, etc. Could they get a name and number and let that person call back? That will usually end that type of call. Or, simply just asking for that person's name and number and saying, I'll call you back, let me have some time to think about this. So that will really help kind of deviate some of those phone calls for them.
Yeah, certainly some great advice as we see so many of those surfacing. And like you said, still meeting with new clients just in different ways. So what's the best way for folks to get in touch with you?
Well, we ask them to please give us a call or email us. We also have a website or a Facebook out there. So it's Douthat Insurance on the website and Douthat Insurance on Facebook, but certainly by phone, reach out to us. We will respond to you in whatever manner you contact us. There are several carriers out there that are helping kind of avoid the cost of the testing or even some of the treatment for COVID-19, the coronavirus. So, you know, sometimes people may have some questions too about that.
All right. Well, certainly some great information. Thank you so much, Margaret, for taking the time to talk with us this morning.
Oh, thank you.
All
Appreciate
right.
it very much. Have a wonderful day.
You too. And here is that information. If you would like to get in touch with them, of course, their office is in Kingsport. You can give them a call or check out the website for more.